श्रीमद्रङ्गशटारि संयमिवरा लब्धागमान्दद्वयम् श्रीमद्वीररघूद्वहात्य सटजित्पादारविन्दाश्रयम् श्रीमद्वेदवदंशदेशिकयते कारुण्यवीक्षास्पदम् सेवे रङ्गदुरीण सासनवसम् नारायणम् योगीनम्। श्रीमते श्रीलक्ष्मी नृसिंह दिव्यपादुका सेवक श्रीवन षडगोप श्रीनारायण यतीन्द्र महादेशिकाय नमः।
Asmat Sarva Gurubhyo. Let us go to the topic directly. What should we learn? Question is this. We are always confronted with so much of bombardment of knowledge. Academic, non-academic, physical, material, spiritual. The cell phone itself, we are unable to segregate the information which is to be taken, which is to be rejected. So much of information. Now it's a question of data world, right? Everywhere data. So the first point here is, what should I learn? I have taken the reference book, Sri Vedanta Deshikan, on the principles of Vaishnavism, published by Sri Ramanujadaya, Kanchi, 2018. And the first point is that I am not this body. This you will be often hearing or reading in books, right? You can see the beautiful picturization that what should I learn. First point is, I am not this body. What is this? I am not this body. Only when we know that I am not this body, then I will try to know who am I then. Question. If I am not this body, then who am I? Now, how can you prove that I am not this body? How can you say that? Mukundan is not this body. When you say Mukundan Mama is coming, Kannan Mama is coming, mean the physical body only, right? As simple as that, very common logic. We should not go beyond that common reasoning, right? It's rational. If somebody comes, you call him by name, right? Ramaha, Agachati, Agacha Rama. Please come, Rama. So your meaning, person with a body, right? So what does this mean? I am not this body. It's $1 billion question. Very simple proof using common logic only. I am not this body. I am not this hand. I am not this leg. I am not these fingers. I am not this hair. Because hair can be cut. I am not this nail. Nail can be cut. I am alive. Even if the parts of the body go, nowadays we hear that you can replace the heart. You can replace the liver. Right? You can replace a hand. We have Jaipur food, Jaipur hand, artificial hand. So if a hand is lost, nothing is lost. The leg is lost, nothing is lost. There are billions of people who live without hand, without leg. So don't ask me, there are many people who live without heart. Don't go idiomatically. People can exist without these parts of the body. That shows that because if my hand is cut, still I am alive. My leg is cut, I am alive. My hair is cut, I am alive. So I am not a part of this body. Then question comes, I am intelligence. I have a computer in my brain. My brain itself is a computer. So many ROMs, so many RAMs. Fortunately, they kept the name as RAM. Knowingly you can chant holy Ram, Ram. Random access memory. Unwittingly, we are chanting the holy Ram, right? Then am I the brain? If I say I am the brain, if the brain gets paralyzed, what will happen to me? Am I dead? Am I alive? Person exists even when the brain is dead. You say vegetative state, right? There are people who live for years even if the brain is not working. There is a subconscious function going on. So I am not the brain. Mind. I don't have mind. I am insane. My mind doesn't work. Mind works but doesn't work in the way it's supposed to be. I become mad. That doesn't mean that I am dead. I am alive. So I am not the parts of the body. I am not the brain. I am not the mind. Then I am something beyond all these things, right? That is simple logic. Then who am I? Then we will not go to the Vedanta. I am not going to Aham Brahmasmi. When that question comes, then your spiritual life starts. Aham Brahmasmi, who am I? Once the question comes, who am I? Therefore, they inquire into the Brahman, Atato, Brahma Jignasa. But that is extremely difficult in this body made of 5 elements. We don't have time to sit and think. What am I doing? Who am I? What am I supposed to do, etc. But a simple thought will prove that what I am thinking as I am. So this body is not me. I am somebody different from a different consciousness from all this body. Then the question, then who am I? If you call me a soul or or Brahman. Brahman also means Atma, the soul present inside the body. Then what does he do? What is his position? What is my position? Very simple. My position is that I am a servant. Second question, I am a servant. Whose servant? If I am working in a government organization, I am bound by the government rules, state rules. If I am a US citizen, I am bound by the rules of the country. If I am a citizen of a country, I am bound by the rules and constitution of the country. I am working in office, I am bound by the rules and regulations of the country, office, or the organization where I work. I am not free. I may be a CEO of a company. That doesn't mean I am free. Still, I am bound by rules. Suppose I am the owner of the company, $1 billion company. Do I have freedom to do anything and everything? Still, I cannot do money laundering. I cannot evade the government. I cannot evade the tax. I can be arrested. So, even president of a company or the king of a country is subject to rules and regulations and laws. He's not above the law. Let us assume he is above the law. Let us assume a dictator says, I am the supreme person. Nobody can question me. Whatever I do is supreme. That's all. He is bound by the laws of his own body. His mind doesn't coordinate, his body doesn't coordinate. The body gets paralyzed. What can he do? What will he do to those physical laws? He may be emperor, whatever he says may take place. But if his hand doesn't listen to what his brain is giving command, if the hand is paralyzed, what can he do? Is he not the servant of the command of the brain? Brain is not functioning. Some cells in the brain are dead, and he cannot give a command to the hand to lift. Blood flow is stopped. He is bound by the physical laws of his own body. He may be a dictator, he may be a king, he may be an emperor. So what? Still, he is servant of his own body. He cannot stop aging. He cannot stop old age. He cannot stop disease. What about devatas? They don't get disease. They don't become old. They are always young, 16 years. What about them? They are also bound by the laws of their own land. We are also bound. They have their own laws. We don't know their laws. We don't know our own laws. How do we know devatas? No, I will not accept any law on the earth. I will go into space and I will leave. I will go into the ocean and live. Fine. No government can reach you because of your power, because of your arrogance, because of your influence. But the body, the rules of the body, physical body, will bind you. You are bound by the dictates of the brain. And we are servants of our brain, isn't it? Our own thoughts. Such a wonderful thing, a small command from the mind, small command, which takes hardly some few milliseconds. Give instruction to the brain, and then a 6 feet body runs to get an ice cream or a pizza or a burger, right? A small desire which is generated for a few milliseconds, it makes the whole body run, isn't it? A small thought in the brain makes you run around the globe, taking the whole body, checking whole lifetime. Maybe some people spend their whole lifetime in a small thought. Maybe it may be good or bad. I'm not discussing about that. Probably one person has a vision, has a thought that I want to serve 1 million people in my whole life. And they do, with the grace of God. Fine. But the thought which is very subtle, which cannot be sensed by the 5 sense organs, 5 indriyas, so powerful. Then the entire gross body that makes the whole body to run throughout the life, isn't it? Are you not seeing that? One small thought, in one way, whether it is good or bad, we are bound by that thought, subtle thought, which is unseen, that binds us throughout our life, isn't it? How wonderful, you see. We give so many statements, we give so many declarations, we make so many promises. One thought, one command in the brain, everything is gone. Somebody is controlling us. Very clearly shows that we are servants of physical laws of nature, subtle laws of nature, subtle nature of the body, the gross nature of the body. We are bound by some rules. Constitutional, legal, material, physical, or subtle. Nobody can say no. Then we are servant to such laws, unseen laws, or some persons, gross persons. Then why can't we servant of the Lord? Fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Why don't I assume that there is a God? Why don't I assume that there is a God? Why don't I follow the dictates of God and do an experiment? Life is an experiment and see the results. People have seen, millions have seen. You also do the experiment. Don't accept blindly. Start wearing Thirman and see what effects you are getting. Is it a Raksha or not? Is it protecting me? Is it a Kavacham for me or not? When you see the result, you will automatically go deep into the practice and then you preach others also to do that. So I am the servant. Then whose servant am I? I am the servant of only one person. I am not the servant of every Tom, Dick and Harry you go on the street, right? Namama Shri Pate Reve. Only Sriman Narayana. And a lot of controversies come here. Why only Narayana? Why not Shiva? Why not Ayyappa? Why not Sai Baba? Because God is as an Antaryami in everybody. So why not take them as God? What is the problem? Separate subject discussed completely by Swami Deshachandra. However, one reason I will give, Narayana, the very definition Narayana means, it means only Narayana, Vishnu. It cannot be applied to anybody else. That means one who has the sentient and non-sentient, that is body. The entire universe has this body. That there we go to Tattvatrayam. Little bit we will divert to understand this body concept, universal body concept. We generally call in the Sampradaya as Tattvatrayam, Chit, Achit and Ishvara. Swadhina, Trivida Chetana, Chetana, Sarupa, Sthiti, Pravritti, Trivida Chetana, Achetana. Everywhere this word comes, we will not go into the technical details, the epistemology, the ontological meaning, we will not go into that. Not necessary also. Chit, those have Chaitanya, consciousness. The living things, as simple as that. Achit, non-living things, dead matter that doesn't have consciousness. And Ishvara. Ishvara is God who controls both Chit and Achit. And we, the Chit and Achit, sentient, non-sentient, form the body of Ishvara, of Narayana. Without him, there is no existence. The converse is also true. Narayana cannot exist without us. Narayana cannot exist without Chit and Achit, without Prakriti and the Jivas. He cannot throw us away. You are a Nastika, you don't have faith in me, get lost. He cannot throw us. Because we form the part of his body, how can he throw us? That is why Narayana keeps on feeding even to all non-believers and Nastikas also. Narayana feeds them, whether you accept me or not. A mother will always feel the children, irrespective of whether they respect her or not. That is mother. That is the constitutional position of a mother. Natural behavior of a mother is daya. Whether the child is good or bad or ugly, the child will be fed by mother. Chaitanya Stanya Dayini. Then the question comes, what is the difference between Nastika and Nastika? Everybody is being fed by the Lord. Different subject. You can raise in the question and answer session if you remember. So Chit and Chit, they form the body of Ishvara. And there comes the concept of service. When you are helping somebody, you are actually helping the Antaryami. You are helping the body of the Lord. We are serving the body of the Lord, right? You are helping a poor person, indirectly you are helping the Ishvara, because that poor person is the part of the body. That soul is the part of the body, part of divine body. When you expand this, they say Naraseva is Narayana Seva. That is the concept. Narayana is the supreme person who sustains all living and non-living entities. So when you serve Janata, then you are serving Janardhan. That is the concept. The question comes, do we have the consciousness that I am serving these poor people with the consciousness that they are the part of the body, part of Perumal? Very big concept. It's not possible at all. Impossible almost. However, we salute them, we respect them, we give them Nobel Prize, etc. because they serve in the interest of the large public, right? They find a drug, wonderful drug, medicine, etc. Because they are serving the Lord indirectly. Then the question comes, how does one proceed with this Chit, Achit and Ishvara knowledge in his life? There comes Artha Panchakam. Artha Panchakam, all of you know 5. The question is, the topic is very clear. What should I know? What am I supposed to know? What should we learn? That is the topic, right? We are supposed to know Tattvatrayam and Artha Panchakam. Enough. It's enough for the whole life. If you can understand this concept, the whole life is fruitful. Even if you don't understand, there is no problem. Because we are going to do Paranyasam, Acharya is going to take us to no issue at all. But the question comes, if an Acharya is doing so much for us, we should know how much he has done for us. What knowledge are we supposed to have before Paranyasam? Although we don't have, the Perumal is giving the result, the fruit to all of us. Then how merciful is he? And how should he serving in a better way? For that reason, we read this. For example, somebody gets a seat in NASA, maybe NASA as a director, assume. He just a 10th class fail. He appointed a director of NASA due to some high recommendations. When he goes inside, when he knows the details, what does NASA do? What are the experiments they conduct? What are the space conditions? What are the space shapes? Then he knows to what extent he has been elevated, although he is not eligible, right? Oh my God, so many process, so much of knowledge. So I was supposed to have, but I have been elevated this post. My God, what a powerful person this, the person who recommended me, he must be. Should I not be thankful to him, grateful to him to some extent? That is 1%. Should I not at least go to the office and sign papers? That is the reason why his knowledge is required. To be more grateful. Whether you know the process, whether you know the technical details or not, but you are there. You have been directed. You are the director, that's all. Due to the recommendation of somebody. Acharyas in our case, right? But when we know, oh, so many procedures are there, hundreds of procedures are there to get into the post, to get into NASA, and then to get into the top post position, CEO. My God, mind boggling. And then I am getting it just like at a throwaway price without doing anything. So in this Artha Panchakam, we should know who am I That is, what is the position of the Jivatma? What is the position of the Jivatma? மிக்க இறை நிலையும் மெய்யா வயிர்நிலையும் தக்க நெறியும் தடையாகி துக்கியலும் ஊழ்வினையும் வாழ்வினையும் ஊதும் குறுகையர்கோ. Very simple Taniyan. Our Acharya have embedded entire Rahasya as simple Taniyans. Taniyan itself, Dhyana Shloka, is enough to give you the gist of the entire Vedanta. Who is Ishvara? Mikka Irai Nilai. What is his position? Very simple. He is the controller of the universe, controls Chit and Chit. He controls all of us. Supreme controller of the universe, Sriman Narayana, Ishvara. Mayya Mayini, what am I? What is my position? My position is eternal service. Henkaryam. Undanod Uttam in the Margadi month. Uneke Nama Chaivam. Godal says, we want to do eternal service to you. Krishna says, do, then what is the problem? No, we want to do, but we are unable to do. Why you are unable to do? So many problems, weather factors, conditions, official conditions, studies, this, that, Lokika Nirbandhams, mood. Ni Tirupati, then that day only will get a plate. I want to light lamps in the temple, at least 100 lamps. What happened? I got up 2 hours late. So what to do? What you want me to do? You wanted to light lamps, you couldn't go. What you want me to do? Krishna says. Andal says, it is your responsibility to wake me up early and then get things done. Why you didn't do? Kutraya balengalai kollamal pogad. We want to do small surveys. We are unable to do. You get it done. It's your responsibility. I have a desire to do service, sincere desire. Get it done. You make it do. Because you are a Satya Sankalpa. But that prayer is what is required. Perumal wants you to accept that I am so lazy that I will not do any service. Although I want to. Then Perumal, you just put an application to Perumal. Perumal get it done. Travel engale kollamal poga, right? So the Jiva's position is what? Eternal service. Now why service? Because there is Ananda only in service. A mother takes so much of pleasure in cooking for the child. She takes 1 hour, 2 hours to make an halwa, right? So difficult. She will look into so many YouTube, this and that, and then finally she'll make a wonderful halwa, carrot halwa, after 1 hour or 2 hours. Maybe to eat that, you have to see another YouTube because your mouth is so bound, you may not be able to open the mouth. But why does she does it for you for 1 hour? Out of love, just out of love, natural love. So what does she get in that? Making halwa for you. So much of ananda. When you take 1 spoonful and say, wow, ma, you don't enough. That also we don't do. And a mechanical will let it and run away. As if a buffalo is taking some straw. We don't have time. Then also mother is happy. He has taken at least 1 spoon of halwa prepared by me for 1 hour. So there is ananda there, right? There's no effort. Although she put lots of effort, she doesn't feel so much of burden because love for the child makes her do all that. Every day she does everything, right, for us. So Jiva's position is always eternal service because he find ananda only in that. Then what is the goal of life? The goal of life is to attain ananda, same thing. Permanent ananda. Everybody is running after happiness. Everybody is going for happiness. Hankering for happiness, going here and there, going abroad, then running, reading this, that, and what does he want to do finally? What are you going to do after MBBS or IIM? Finally, I want to earn a lot of money. I want a car, bungalow, everything. I want to be happy permanently. Of course, by the time we realize that Ananda is not in car or bungalow or position, only inside, by that time our hairs would have been grey. A different thing. But what is the aim? Aim is that everybody wants to be happy, but happy eternally, Ananda. The halwa will last in your tongue for a few minutes, that's all, right? However, you may take the whole day to prepare a halwa or chakra pongal. How long will stay in your tongue? 2 minutes. So the ananda is short-lived. But you want the ananda to be eternal. The goal is permanent ananda. To attain that, what is the path? What is the process? Bhaktyato ananya ashakyaha. You cannot attain me without bhakti or sharanagati. We have to do prapatti. What is prapatti? Very simple nowadays. Your job is over. Acharya takes the responsibility. It does baranyasam for you. And then your moksha is reserved. Seat is reserved. Visa is secured. Is that enough? Not enough. Till then, I had to enjoy. Till the date of travel, I had to keep on enjoying every day. That is what is kainkari. Kutrevalankale kollamal poga. Right? That is what is the real aim of life. Kainkaryams. Then what are the obstacles? Then why can't we do that? I have a goal. I know who I know whom to surrender. I know my goal is to surrender to the Lord and be eternally happy. I know Sharanagati. Maranyasam, I have to go and ask some Acharya. Then what is stopping me? Distance. I had to come from different continents, then academic vacations, physical body problem, right? So many factors are there. Hundreds of factors to stop a Baranyasam. Only one factor which will make it Baranyasam successful is that your sincere desire. That's all. Tadayagi, obstacles. What are the obstacles? I want to reach this goal. I want to finish the degree at the shortest period of time. Then what is stopping me? My laziness. I don't have proper plans. Everything lies with me, right? I don't have money. I don't have proper coaching. I don't have proper teaching. Then I have to fill those negative points. And then I had to success. I had to be successful. I want to achieve this post in my career. I am unable to do that. Why am I unable to reach that position of a manager, senior manager? What is it stopping me? You find out, discover, fulfill it, solve those problems. Tadayagi tukki adam. This is there in everybody's life. I know I'm ordinary clerk. I know the boss is an MD. I know my aim is to come at least assistant to the MD, deputy general manager. Then I know the path. What is the path? I had to work hard. I had to do this exam, that exam, this exam, that exam. Ladder. I had to climb up the ladder. Then why am I not doing it? Because I'm lazy. I have goal. I have height. Height attracts all of us, but not steps. You don't want to climb the steps. So this is what is simple Artha Panchakam. One must know basic fundamentals. So who am I? In a Laukika parlance, you are studying there abroad. You should know why are you studying. Why are you going to college, right? Somebody asks you, what are you doing? I am doing science or pharmacy, engineering, in the graduation engineering. Then somebody will ask you, then why are you taking? Why have you taken engineering? Oh, I like it. I want to become an electronic engineer, a data scientist. You can't say my mother wanted it, so I have joined it. Or you can't say my grandfather was a great engineer, so I want to become engineer. You should have a desire to become engineer, right? Why are you going to then this college? Why not that college? Why are you going to MIT? Why not Oxford? Because I have seen the track of MIT. I know the syllabus of the MIT. I have gone through it. So that's why I am joined MIT. You can't say my friend joined MIT, so I am joining MIT. People do that. In India, 90% of the people do that. Why are you in IIT? My friend is in IIT. Why are you in BITS? My friend is in BITS. Then you will be in BITS. So we have to be very clear about what we are supposed to do, what am I supposed to do, what is my qualification, what are the steps I am taking. This is in general parlance. Otherwise, what all efforts we put will be waste. We go to university without knowing why am I taking the course, why am I studying this course, why am I putting so much efforts to study this course? What is the outcome? What are the job opportunities when I come out? The first thing that we must know when you join a college is that what are the job opportunities when I come out after 3 years or 5 years? Will I get a job? If I am core, will I get a job? Isn't it? Is that not common logic to think? Same way, spiritual life also. Sometimes we should think, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? How should I correct myself? This is the small synopsis of what should we learn. Question answer session. So if you don't have questions, then I'll add some more information to you, interesting information. We are very fortunate that we are holding sessions. Take for granted that you didn't understand anything. That must be the truth. Then what is the use of joining a satsang? Even if you don't understand anything in a satsang, at least you heard Narayana, Krishna, Tattvatrayam, Chit, Achit. Actually, always say you heard these words, right? They have very powerful effect in your mind. That itself is Divya Nama. Divya Nama means transcendental names. They are not ordinary names. They will change our lives. They will seep inside the brain and change our consciousness. My very close associate and Pujaniya, Aniruddhacharya Maharaj at Vrindavan, Keshigarh, is a great yogi, Ahobila disciple. He took initiation from 45th Jeeyar at Puri. He used to say, he conducts Bhagavad. North Bhagavatam very often, conduct 7 days Bhagavad. Sapta. Hindi, I used to go and listen. Whenever I get a chance, go listen to him in Hindi. He says, Pranav has a question. Pranav, you can ask.
Do non-living things have an Atma?
Generally, living, non-living is differentiated by living is having by Atma is dormant. Actually, we will not go into the detail. The Atma is manifest in living. In Achit, non-Achit, it is dormant. So generally, we say it's a dead matter. Dead matter doesn't mean dead. For example, a person lies like a dead person, no consciousness, right? Coma, for example, right? It doesn't mean that it doesn't have consciousness. The body is in a coma, it doesn't respond to any stimulus like a dead matter, vegetative state, right? So something is going on inside. So for example, seed. A seed has a soul inside, right? But that soul is dormant. So that is why we call it as a Achit. Because it doesn't know who it is. I know who I am. But the Achit doesn't know I am. Doesn't have the consciousness I. That's why we say it is Achit. It has a soul, but a dormant soul. So that is why we say Achit. You understand? A non-living thing, for example, I take this pen, right? A pen cannot feel pain or pleasure, and it doesn't know that I am so and so, nothing. That is why it's called Achit. So it's a dormant condition. But when it manifests consciousness, then we say it is Chit. So Achit means a dormant soul, almost dead. Seed, take the example of a seed. A seed doesn't sprout, right? A dead seed. But you put in the soil, add chlorophyll, add water, air, then it sprouts. There is life inside the seed, right? Otherwise, how life will come? So there is a Jivatma there. But Jivatma dormant. So we say it's a dormant Jiva. It's clear? We say it is Achit because it doesn't exhibit any sign of consciousness. We will not go into, don't go much detail, technical details. Just know it's a dead matter, that's all.
When a seed grows into a plant, does the Achit seed turn into a chit when it's a plant?
When like the Achit seed turns into a plant, does it become a Chit plant?
And naturally, it becomes Chit. Say, a seed, when you sow into the soil, is a dead seed, right? The seed doesn't show any consciousness, right? Put it in the soil. After some time, you pour water, air, chlorophyll, sun, light. With this combination, then life comes out. How life can come out from a dead matter? Life should come from life only, right? So the life was dormant into that seed. So when it comes out, we call it as chit only. We don't call it chit, right? Because it exhibits consciousness. It responds to stimuli. Then we call chit only. We don't call it chit. As a seed, it was a chit. Now it becomes chit. Chaitanya. Chaitanya has gone. Chaitanya cannot come from anywhere. It has to come from inside. It was dormant. Now it is vibrant. Is it clear? Understood? Idapachittan pralaye jantu navalokya jata nirveda. Who were we? We were not Astikas right from the beginning, right? We went through 84 lakh species of life again and again and again and again. And then now we are here by grace of some Bhagavatas or Acharyas, right? How do we know that? Because of traits in our body, in our genes. Some traits we want to change, we are unable to change. For example, I don't want to become angry. I become angry. I don't want to have any desire, but I get a lot of desire. I don't want to do any bad things to somebody, but I do. It's a very clear evidence that I have been doing it for so many past lives that carries on. How the fragrance is carried on by the air, the past, that's what we call vasanas. Past karma vasana keep on coming with us. Just because you do Varanyasam, everything will not be cut off. Varanyasam ensures you a seat in Vaikuntha. But that Purva karma vasana, that will be there. When you chant Hari name, when you do Harina, all your sins are burned. Fine. But the root is there inside the soil. Again, it is proud. So, we were like that, all of us. Jantu Navalokya Jata Nirveda. A child. I think nobody can give you a best example than Swami Desikan. A child is supposed to play. We want to enjoy the play of the child, right? It's a gift to enjoy a child's play, child's talk. We should do tapasya to listen to their words. If the child keeps on sleeping for hours together, the mother will wake it up. Get up, go and play. Go play football, play cricket. How long you will sleep? So the Perumal also, we were like dormant, like a dead seed in the Prakriti. Perumal gave us Karana Kale Barayogam Pitarasi. He gave us Indriya, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya. Just like mother gives bat, ball, wicket, stump, everything. Bats, go. Out of love. Go and play. You are supposed to be active. Why are you inactive? குழந்தை ஜுரம் வந்து படுத்தா அம்மாவுக்கு துடிக்கும். எப்படி இந்த குழந்தை இப்படி படுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன்? The Nastikas are like a dormant jivas. ஒன்றும் ஞானமே கிடையாது. He's as good as a cheap fellow. He doesn't have knowledge. So he doesn't have faith. He preaches against God also. What about Ravana, Kumbhakarna? There are more Ravanas and Kumbhakarnas now than at that time. Prachanna, hidden. They will be looking like Vaishnava, but they're talking against their own acharyas, against their own sampradaya, against their own. What nonsense, what logic. Ellarkum sampradaya Thirumanjil, ellarkum. I don't believe in it. I don't believe that. Nastik hidden anastikas will be there. Because the 5 indriyas are very powerful, right? Like asuras. We have a lot of asuras. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madama. Every asura is inside. We are not maharshis. We cannot do bhakti yoga to conquer all these asuras. What a mother will do? A fellow always talks about against the mother. I will not go to school. I will not listen to you. I will not do homework. I will not do class work. Come what may. When Valakari come, so what? I will beg on the streets. There are many people we see in person. Go against whatever mother will go against. What a mother will do? Will she make him starve? No. She feeds him all. But unfortunately, that fellow doesn't know. The Iramadam Viduvare Pore, Vyakyan, Periyavachan. A fellow ran away from the house. He got vexed up. We should always take do homework, this one, that father says, rules and regulations. Mother says, do your homework properly, classwork properly. He got fed up and ran away from the house. This happens every day. But mother is so concerned that she knew that this fellow is going and staying with his friend. Because friends are the best companions of our day. Friends influence the brains of our children. So he ran away and staying in some hostel. Mother is so much worried. Shamu, after a few days, she came to know this fellow my child is staying with his friend. My son is staying with a friend. So somehow she prepares a tiffin box and sends the box to her child through the friend. She gave the box to the friend and told, don't tell me Don't tell him that I have given, because he will not eat. He will not eat my hand food. He is deadly against me. He hates me, but give it to him, because his stomach should be full. That is mother. Hiramadam iduvari pore. Then that friend gives him, Arey, you came all the way. Come, we will have some to us. Every day they are having some to us food. The son doesn't know that mother is sending the box. Same thing for Nastikas. Perumal only sent through somebody, because he cannot leave the child. He is a mentally insane person. Will the mother leave? She will not. She cannot. The ordinary mother sacrifice the entire life for a mentally insane boy. How Perumal will leave? He is mentally insane. That is why he talks against me. Talks against the Bhagavad. This fellow starts hitting other children who loves her. Then what to do? This fellow has to be separated. He should be punished. He should be slapped. Somehow he has to be reformed. Mother will try to reform that child. Amari Perumal Nastikare, இப்படியோ reform பண்ண try பண்றேன். ஏன்னா பெருமாள் why he gave so much time to Ravana? He could have killed with one grass. Reform. But Jeeva is so stubborn. We are so stubborn. With all these Upadesham, Gita, Bhagavata, Bharata, Ramayana. நீ என்ன வேணா பண்ண நான் வழிதான். அப்படிதான் இருந்தோம் நம்ம எல்லாம். மொண்டி. பெருமாளும் ட்ரை பண்ணியிருக்காரு ஆச்சாரியால் மூலமா. தத் ஆத்மானம் சுஜாமியாகும். எங்கேயும் மாட்டுவோம். Someday his aim is everybody should go there. Everybody should be happy. அதான் பெருமாளுடைய கிருப்பை. That is a Srishti again. He's become so angry with the Nasika, then the earthquake will come, then fire will come, then Pralayam. Again Srishti. Why Srishti? Let them all go to hell. Put them into hell. Why Srishti again? Ultimately, at some point of time, this fellow will come back to me. That's all. So the Ore Ho Perumalike. He will not force. He can force everybody to Vaikunta. He will not force. He will not force anybody to love him, right? You can't force a chant and say, you have to love me from tomorrow. You can't say that. You can't do that. Love cannot come by force. Come spontaneously. What Perumal has done for me, then automatically love will start flowing towards Perumal. Whatever he has done for me, எங்க அம்மா எனக்கு எவ்வளவு பண்ணிருக்கா, அதுக்கு உடம்பை செருப்பா தைச்சு போட்டாலும் போராது, இந்த ஜென்மாவில் 10 ஜென்மாவில் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சாலே போதும். The thought itself will change your life. Your life will get transformed. அதாவது உபகார சங்கரம் எழுதியிருக்காரு தேசிகன். எவ்வளவு உபகாரம். One ரகசியம், how much Uparam Perumal has done for us. If you read that, you feel like sacrificing the entire life. Not only this life, any number of lives. Acharya life கொடுத்துடணும் அப்படின்னு தோணும் வரும். So that is the greatness of Vishnu. Vishnu என்னன்னா காக்கும் இயல்பினன். விஷ்ணுன்னு ஒண்ணுதான் தெரியும், ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் தான் தெரியும், டிஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் தெரியாது. He acts as if he is angry. அப்பா கோச்சுக்கோணமா, ப்ராகஸ் ரிப்போர்ட்ல மார்க் கம்மியாகுது, ஏன்டா வந்தது, அட்லீஸ்ட் அதாவது சொல்லணும் இல்ல, ஏன் ஆக்ஷன் வேற வழி கிடையாது.
What are the daily habits that kids should do for developing bhakti?
What are the different daily habits that kids should do for developing bhakti?
Wonderful, pa. Great. Nobody asked me this question. If somebody would have gave me this answer, I would have gone somewhere. Wonderful question. Beautiful question. Hats off. Be in satsang. You have a lot of friends. Talk to them. I don't want you to chant Harinam every 24 hours. Be in touch with good people. That's all. Satsang. That's enough. Send some WhatsApp. Jai Sri Krishna. Jai Chimandarayana. How are you? Jai Sri Ram. There are many ways. Write Ramanama. Generally, I tell all students and I ask them to keep a score and then maintain a record. The Bombay camp students every year they maintain seniors, juniors, seniors, super seniors. They write not less than 1,000, not less than 108 per day. 108 takes almost 5 minutes. Ram, 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 Ram. The Ramanama is very powerful in this Kali Yuga, and all of our acharyas have accepted that. Karpa Rama Benane Yallal Mattum Karparo. So if you write Ramanama, the person who will be very pleased is Hanuman. And if Hanuman is pleased, nothing is required. Ashta Siddhi Navanidike Data, Asabaradini Janaking. You will get all 8 Siddhis, not Chittis, Siddhis. And you can do whatever you want to do. And Rama is in your hand, everybody. Catch hold of Rama. Catch hold of Rama by writing Ramana. And you will be in right track. You are on right track. That's why I asked you this question. Thank you, Jai Sri Sudarshana.